naked twister.
I think that's what they served. They had the choice of Thunderbird or
I think that's what it is.
Mad Dog.
And they've been saving some of that Annie Greenspring so it ages. Okay. Finally, remember the big Russian army, the one we feared? The big red menace?
The guys who couldn't take care of Afghanistan?
Yeah, the ones who...
Ivan Drago.
I love this. By the way, this is really a moving anthem. It really is.
Talking about Flashlight?
Yeah, this was in Sniper, wasn't it? What was the name of that? Enemy at the Gates was the movie? Yeah, that this was in. Okay.
Rocky V?
This is how far the Russian army has fallen. The Russians have announced that should hostilities break open at some part in the vicinity, that is with their Russian states, that they passed a law allowing them to recruit the nation's pets. The military now says that if war breaks out, the country has the right to conscript dogs, horses, donkeys, and reindeers. The deputy military commissioner of Moscow, Mikhail Prosdushev.
What's his name?
Mikhail Prosdushev.
What?
Says reindeers and dogs could be in great use in the north of the country. And he said if something's going wrong in the south, that's an area that you can only get around on horses.
You could probably put an AK-47 on some hard-fighting ass and maybe win a battle or two.
That's right. How about taking some of those beavers from the wetlands?
That'll destroy them. He said in the event of war, cars and animals can be commandeered by the government.
It's pretty bad.
The end of conventional warfare as we know it.
2-minute drill next, right?
No, we go to the boys that are coming in after us on the ticket.
All sports, all the time.
It's one thing to...
As I turn it over to Doogie and Richard Hunter for the next 3 hours
Yes.
leading up to the post-game show.
That's right. We'll take you straight to the end of the Mavericks game.
Okay. I'll leave you with this. How is such a thing possible?
That we take you right up to the end of the Mavericks? I mean, we've been doing it for a couple of weeks.
A caller reminded me of a note. I saw something earlier this year when I watched Iowa on TV and jotted the note down and completely put it aside and never got back to it. And he said, don't miss the start of the Texas Tech-Iowa game on Saturday.
Right, the Alamo Bowl.
The Alamo Bowl. Okay. In fact, get there early to see if the most remarkable weird streak in college football continues. Iowa has won 28 consecutive coin flips.
Really?
Wow.
Now, what are the odds? I mean, it's 50-50, 28 straight times.
Do you think I could find a place to wager on that?
Something. At some
Like
point,
me.
that kid's going to kind of revolt. And that's what it looks like to me. I mean, you know, success is good for a while, but when things start to turn sour, then you start turning on whoever's hitting you with that rod.
Yeah, that's true. That's all very true, and that could all be coming into play here. Chris in Dallas, you're up next with a hard line. How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing, Hardline?
Good.
I was just same with everybody else. I think it's Hitchcock. I mean, I think his time's run up here. I mean, even Scotty Bowen, who's the greatest coach in NHL history, never stayed with the team that long. He always knew when his time was up and it was time to go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many more elite players or really good players of the NHL are we going to have to lose before the Stars?
Well, now, how many
elite players have they lost?
Well,
Brett
Hall had to go.
Well, Brett Hull's not an elite player anymore. He's a very good player, very useful player, but not elite. Neither's Mike King. Neither's Dono Audette.
Well, but Mike Keane, though, was a leader in the locker room. He was a leader of the players. He got the players going, and he had an essence there that we don't have anymore.
Yeah, that's very true.
That is true, but you labeled how many more elite players, and, you know, let's be fair. And a lot of worker bees and very useful players and players that are a big part of the success, but I don't know that I'd necessarily call them elites.
Well, I mean, what if this escalates to whether it's either Ken Hitchcock or Mike Madonna? Which one would you rather see?
Well, then that's, you know what? It's always the coach.
Right.
Yeah, that's not a battle the coach usually wins. Hopefully it won't come to that.
I just think they need a
yeah.
change in the coaching to refresh the players, a new outlook, and it should pick up. If it doesn't, then we know there's a different problem that they got to figure out.
Well, the problem could escalate all the way through the season. I mean, I think we all have to admit we're seeing a very disturbing trend at work here.
They've got to make a decision.
And we're seeing a trend where they had the nice game against Wing. Then a couple of nights later, they lose to Florida. They lose to somebody else after that. I can't remember who it was right now.
Edmonton. No, Vancouver.
Chicago.
No, that's not right. It was Chicago.
Yes. They lose to them.
Sportsman, thank you.
Sure.
Then they beat Coach, an expansion team, and really kind of had to struggle a little bit to do that, and now they have this. So, yeah, there's some pretty disturbing trends afoot here.
Well, you know, the big problem is right now, there are fingers being pointed in every direction.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, up until this last night, if that had happened, it hadn't burst out into the public view, and now it kind of has. All right, let's go Chew Dog in Parker County.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, baby. Happy birthday, dear Ticket. Happy birthday to you, baby. What's going on, Hardline?
How are you doing?
Dog, we haven't heard from you in years. It's good to know that you're still listening.
I'm out here every day, baby. Y'all just too popular. You can't get in.
Oh, it ain't that hard.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Dog remembers those Ticket Year 1 days on
Hey,
calling
man,
in.
I can throw some names at you. Whatever happened to Naked in Bed and all that bunch, you know?
Wow.
It's a name I hadn't heard in years.
And the great R.O., bless him.
Yep,
Hey, you doing a
bless
good
his heart.
job. We're enjoying you out here, and you're still the best thing on the ticket, baby.
All right, very good, Dog. We appreciate it.
That made my day right there.
All right, 4:03 here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. Let's squeeze in one more before we got to move along here. It's John in Plano. How you doing?
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Good.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
First day listener. I love it.
Excellent.
Hey, guys, I don't know if you remember, but I called last year when they lost in the second round and told you it was a done deal then. So I want to get your comments on it. I think the strong hand of Hitch has come to an end.
Well,
Adios, guys.
again, you know, we have to go back to what we were saying just a moment ago. You could be right. Things are starting to pop out into public view with it right now, and there are some very disturbing trends at work with this thing.
Well, you know what I hate about this? Because, you know, I don't even need to go on again and say it again about what we think about Hitch. But you said something a minute ago that's so true. You know, the coaches never win these battles.
Yeah, they don't.
I hate that.
All right, coming up next, we will have the coach of the Stars on here with us. So stand by here on The Ticket.
Just take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old-time ticket stock. Don't try and take me to a disco. You can't even get me out on the floor. In 10 minutes, I'll be late for the door. Still like that old-time ticket stock.
Ticket stock 2002, February 15th through the 17th at the Plano Center.
Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
Days.
I always need to drop a few pounds after holidays, after weekdays, after weekends.
Well, you know, being overweight does not have to be permanent. There's a new, faster way to lose weight. It's DMS Original Formula One. This is endorsed by Tony Dorsett. The number to call to find out more about it is 972-263-TONY. It's all natural. It's easy to take. Take 2 pills in the morning, Formula One, and then 2 pills in the afternoon after lunch. Drink lots of water. And within a month, you will see and feel a big, big difference. It's safe and guaranteed to help you lose weight.
I've been taking this stuff. I've been taking it for about 2 weeks now, and I promise you, I can tell a difference, and you can certainly tell a difference on your energy level. It's greatness.
You can go to the Hardline homepage at www.theticket.com and get a chance to win 3 months of personal training and a 3-month supply of Formula One. So take advantage of that. 972-263-TONY. 1 month supply is only $29.99, so this runs you about $1 a day. 972-263-TONY. Check it out. It's DMS Original Formula One.
KTCK Dallas-Fort Worth, KTBK Sherman-Denison, KTDK Sanger.
It's fun when you're out playing pool with your friends, enjoying some ice-cold Miller Lite and having a perfectly good Miller time. And then one of your friends has to go and ruin your game by giving you shot advice. Hey, bud, you should hit lower left English and bank right about here, but not too hard. Hey, bud, how about this? You stand at the end of the table, and I'll jump this cue ball at your left eye. Would that be a good shot? Let's not ruin Miller time. Let's make it great. So kill the advice and grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
This is Will Ferrell. Make Miller time great. Live responsibly. It's fun when you're over at your friend's place watching the game, enjoying some ice-cold Miller Lite and having a great Miller time. And then your friend goes and takes the last Miller Lite. That low-down, no-beer-running, ugly, selfish little fat slapper. Criminy! Let's not ruin Miller time. Let's make it great. So don't be selfish and grab some more Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
This is Will Ferrell. Make Miller time great. Live responsibly.
Hey guys, you know eastbound LBJ is going to be slow this time of day, but now there's a crash in eastbound LBJ at Montfort, adding to the problems. Southbound Central has a smash-up at LBJ. Northbound 35 has a stalled car blocking the exit ramp at Northwest Highway. Another car has given up on southbound 35 on the ramp to go east on Woodall-Rogers. It's a stalled van in the left lane. And an accident in Fort Worth on northbound 35 at McAllister. This report is brought to you by Internet America, the 1-800-BE-A-GEEK company. Traffic bad on the Internet Superhighway? Internet America can break the jam. Fast, reliable Internet connections, great service, and support. Texas' largest and best Internet service provider. Call Internet America at 1-800-BE-A-GEEK. With the ticket, stick it up your tailpipe traffic. I'm Nikki Granville.
I'm Kevin Scott. Will the Mavs be 2? That and all the latest sports news next on the Ticket Ticker.
Hi, this is Ken Hitchcock here to talk to you a little bit about my friends over at John Eagle Sports City Toyota. Now, I've been a customer of Sports City for several years, so when I tell you this is a class act, I know what I'm talking about. Here's a place that is obsessed with customer satisfaction. And if you have an opportunity to meet Sports City's president, Sam Evans, you'll understand why. One of the most unique things Sam has done over at Sports City is to develop an exclusive warranty that greatly exceeds the typical new car warranty. It's free, naturally, and it covers you for 6 years or 90,000 miles. Now, to me, that's really extraordinary service on the part of an individual dealer. Another thing Sports City does is offer every new customer an auto card, which gives them things like free oil and filter changes or free loaner cards. So do yourself a favor. If you're thinking about getting a new Toyota, go see the good folks over at Sports City Toyota.
Hitch drives a Toyota from Sports City, and so should you. So drop by LBJ Freeway and Northwest Highway in Dallas.
Tell them the coach sent you.
The Ticket, your home for big.
Brendan Morrow, Marty Turco.
Daryl Johnston.
Name.
Deacon Jones. D.A.Y. Brady.
Yes.
This is Tom Arnold.
Jamie Langenbrunner.
The latest sports news every 20 minutes. Big name guests and the guys you want to hang out with.
What?
Screw the hard line.
Well, all right.
I'm tired of being a man.
Oh, yeah.
I demand the booty.
Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
You absolute idiot.
www.theticket.com.
The Ticket.
In a season where the only streak for the Nuggets is a losing one, they can start a positive one tonight. This ticker brought to you by Golden Corral and Diamond Cut. The Mavs hope to prevent Denver from putting together 2 straight wins. Don Nelson will rely on his shooters because he's getting nothing in the paint.
Bradley, hadn't been there all year. He hadn't pissed a drop yet. We got Eschmeyer, who has been injured, and we really started liking him. When I get those bigger guys in, we'll really kind of see who we are. We could be pretty good, I think.
Nelly on with Norm yesterday. It will be an 8 o'clock tip. Juan as well. Wando passed his physical with the Rangers, and he didn't hang around for long. He's already on his way back to Puerto Rico. Ted Williams is ill again. He was admitted to a Florida hospital. No details have been released about his illness, but he does have a history of heart problems. And Pacers forward Al Harrington is out for the rest of the season after tearing the ACL in his right knee. That's the Ticket Ticker brought to you by McDonald's. Starting to think twice about how you spend $1 with the Mickey D's Dollar Menu. The choice is yours. At McDonald's, $1 never tasted so good. Our next ticker at 4:30, breaking sports news first, guaranteed. I'm Kevin Scott, reminding you to remember the time you spend listening to The Hardline on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
Buy a pair of Diamond Cut jeans at Bass Pro Shop in Grapevine before February 3rd and get a free pair of prime upper-level seats for the Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket Charity Challenge on Ice 5.
410 here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. Good afternoon, everybody. This is The Hard Line. It is time for Hitch on the Hard Line, brought to you by Sports City Toyota, Star Power, and Miller Lite. And the coach joins us now for his weekly visit. How you doing today?
Hanging in there, guys. How about you?
We're hanging in there as well. tell us a little bit of what you can or what you care to about what happened at practice today, because we're receiving all kinds of information, and just tell us what you will about what happened from where you sat.
I'm not really understanding. What was reported?
That there was some sort of heated discussion between you and one of your players out there today that capitulated with, or I guess that ended with a helmet being slapped down and a couple of bombs being thrown.
I don't think that's true at all.
That didn't happen?
No. I don't really know what they're talking about, to be honest with you. I had a discussion with Mike Budano at the end of practice, but it was anything but arguing or anything like that. It was a good discussion, and it wasn't about just competitive issues. It was about a whole bunch of stuff.
But it was not heated in any particular way?
No, not at all. I don't know I don't even know how a guy could even report that. It was a good discussion. From my standpoint, I think from Mike's standpoint too.
What about the issue of the team's performance on the ice last night? After the game, I heard the press conference with you. You sounded about as beaten down by it all as I've ever heard you sound in your whole time here. And where are you with that right now?
Well, that's the bigger issue, Mike. And we've played some really good hockey this year, and then we've played the month of January. We've had some games where we've just not played that well. And, I think that's the unnerving part, is that we've had 3 or 4 games this month that we just haven't performed in. And I think that's the bigger issue right now. For whatever reason, we've not showed up to play. We didn't play well in St. Louis, we didn't play well in Detroit, and we didn't play well last night against Vancouver, and that's really unnerving for everybody. And so I think the feeling that we had with everybody was that, wow, this hasn't happened before. And so you go home at night, like last night, and everybody, you're really concerned. You're concerned if like any coach is, you're always concerned if you lose a game, or you're going to win your next game. And when you see these type of performances, the players are worried, the coaches are worried, and then you come back to work the next day and you try to put it in strong focus and everything. And that's what we're trying to do today. We had a very good practice. We had some good sessions with the players and getting ready to play tomorrow. But, when you see it happen 3 or 4 times, then like it has this month, it's unnerving. And this is really the first time we've faced this type of unbelievable adversity, and how we respond from here and how determined we are, I think is going to really make the season. Well, I think we're at that stage right now, Mike, where we're, we have to make a little bit of a stand as a group here, because we're not a very good defensive team right now. We're allowing far too many chances against, and we look times frozen defensively, and we've got to change that mindset.
Over the years, we have seen this happen, where things kind of go up and down. It never lasts very long, but for you to say the things that you said, that this is the worst it's been in 5 or 6 years, and for Darian Hatcher to say that, to win in this league, you've got to really want it, and right now, collectively, as a group, we don't. Man, that is strong stuff.
Well, it's coming from the captain, and it's coming from his heart, so yeah. Darian isn't the guy that says very many words, and he doesn't say, he always speaks on the ice by his actions, and he's really concerned about it. So he's like a lot of us. He's worried and he's concerned about it. But now we've all gone through it. Now it's about finding a solution to it, and the solution is put your best competitive mindset on the ice and let that determine it. Don't put up the guard. Don't put up the restrictions. Put your best competitive mindset on the ice, and then let's play. And that's what we're about right now. This has been a tough month for us. This has been an emotionally up and down month. But so was January of 2000, and we went to the finals. So, yeah, it's tough and it's hard and everything's not going as well as we'd like to, but how do we respond to it? Or do we fill our plate full of determination and really want something and get back to it, or we just become easily discouraged? And I liked our response at practice today. We'll see how we look on the ice tomorrow.
Coach, you just think there's some players on this team that may not have experienced the big success of the past that just aren't willing to pay the price?
I don't know that you can. You know what? This is a funny thing to say, but when we have played poorly this month and we've had 3 real stinkers, it's been a group effort. I mean, we haven't had one element of our game that you could say, look, this is strong, or that's been strong, or this was the breakdown. We've broken down as a group. So we've been together in that part of the game. And I feel like, from our standpoint, that's the part that has to be addressed, is that we've been out-competed from the start to the end, and for whatever reason, you sometimes get out-competed for a period, and then you recover and you push back really hard, and we've not been able to sustain that, and that's something that was addressed today, and our players understand that, and I think you'll see a real level of determination not to let that happen again.
Coach, do you fear for your job at all in any way?
You mean like, am I going to get fired?
Well, I mean, do you think about that?
Oh, you think about that every time you lose a game. That's the mindset.
But I mean, when all this starts cranking up, and it does seem like there's a lot of finger pointing going on right now. Do you think about that, or is that just something that you can't concern yourself with?
Oh no, you concern yourself with it. No, I have a wife and family, and it's part of the game that gets played here, and I understand that responsibility. But I guess I can sit here and worry about it and not perform and not do the job that I was hired to do. But I'm not going to do that. I'm here to find solutions and find a way out and have success again, and that's what I'm more focused on.
Do you fear losing the team?
I don't think the coach loses the team. I think the team loses the team. That you see sometimes that happens, and I don't fear that at all. Like I said, if you want to find out and you want to talk about things that are wrong, Mike or Greg, you can point a number of directions, but this is now about finding things that are right and making it work, and that's where I'm focusing. We've had a lot of adversity. The first time, we went through a little bit of it last year, but you know what? This is the first time it's really reaching ahead. Our captain's frustrated. Some of the players are frustrated. And you know what? Now we get a chance to see if we're willing to dig in for each other. And this is a real challenge for us. Real challenge.
All right, Coach, we appreciate the visit as always. We appreciate your candor on these matters. You've always been candid with us over the years. We appreciate it today, and we'll see how it all works out and do it again next week.
Thanks a lot, guys. All
right, that is Hitch on the Hardline, brought to you by Sports City Toyota, Star Power, and Miller Lite. So nothing happened out there, huh?
You heard it from the coach.
Yep, you heard it from the coach. And you also heard what Mike Madonna had to say about it earlier, so draw your own conclusions here.
But you know what? I think this is really the first time since we've been doing the show with the coach that I heard concern in his voice. Even when in the past when things were not good, he was more upbeat than he was today. I mean, didn't you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you hear legitimate concern in his voice?
I mean, he said that...
And actually admitted things were wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he said that they're at a place that they haven't been to, that they haven't been at in a real long time, and now this is where they're going to see just what they have. They're going to see who is able and who is willing to face the adversity and do what they can to get them back to where they need to be, and who's not. So, yeah, this is a place that they haven't been to in a real long time.
I'll tell you something else that surprised me.
What's that?
That he's actually concerned and fear for his job.
Well, at least, he's being honest.
He's being honest. He's always been honest.
You will never convince me that when you ask a coach or a manager that, and they go, oh, no. Of course they are.
They're like everybody else. Everybody.
Yes, anybody would be. They like that job.
I'm concerned with my job every single day.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a job that you dig, the idea is to keep it just as long as you possibly can. And if a coach or a manager doesn't like the job, then he doesn't need to have it. And if he likes it, then yeah, he wants to keep it. And yeah, he's concerned.
But didn't that surprise you a little bit that he admitted it?
I'm glad he did.
Yeah, I'm glad he did too.
He's always been very forthcoming with us, and we've always counted on him for that, and he didn't disappoint today.
Can we play what Madonna had to say? Because I know a lot of people missed that last segment. Can we reiterate what he said?
Those 2 3-second pieces of tape?
Yeah, but they're pretty telling.
All right, for those who may just be getting by the channel, what's happened here is apparently there was a discussion at practice today that got a little bit on the heated side between Madonna and Hitchcock. Hitch just said that nothing of the sort happened, that they had a discussion, but it was not heated. Well, listen to what Madonna said and then draw your own conclusions. We have a couple of very brief pieces of tape here.
I don't want to talk about it. It's usually Ken that wants to talk about it.
All right, there he said, I don't want to talk about it. It's usually Ken that wants to talk about it. And let's hear the other.
Yeah, we're just talking about old times.
Oh, that's the coach actually there.
No, that was Madonna.
Was that Madonna or Hitch?
That was Hitch.
Oh.
All right, that's Hitch saying they were just talking about old times. So, I don't know, I'm inclined to believe that something happened out there today.
You know, and but most of the time, anytime anything like that happens, you keep it in the family.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably best handled internally. It probably should be handled internally, but apparently it happened in public view today, and we'll just see if it shows up on TV anywhere tonight. All right, it is 4:22 here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. Let's work the phones a little bit more with Jeff and Irving. You're on The Ticket. How you doing?
Hey, pretty good, sir. I'm kind of curious if maybe Bob Gainey, part of his reason for leaving is maybe a similar type frustration. You know, he's going out and getting players, and maybe, you know, I'm wondering if he's frustrated that he doesn't feel like they're being given a chance to gel on the ice. What do you guys think?
Well, as far as we've ever been able to tell, the relationship between Hitchcock and Gainey has been both well-defined and top-notch. That's how they characterize it. Gainey goes and gets the players, Hitch coaches them. According to everybody, Hitch he has some input, but the final call on who plays here and who doesn't is Gainey's. And Hitch pretty much takes what Gainey gives them and coaches them. And as far as we know, as far as either one of them have ever been willing to admit, there has never been any kind of tension. There has never been any kind of crosswords. Now, surely there's been some disagreement. Surely somewhere along the line they've disagreed on certain hockey points, you would think, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they've been together for how long now? 7 years, some such? And you don't be with somebody for 7 years and have no disagreements. But as far as we know, those disagreements have always been kept out of public view. They have been handled internally, and the relationship between the two of them is understood by both of them. It's well-defined, and they're both okay with it.
You know, it's almost a Tom Landry, Tex Schramm relationship.
Yeah, I mean, that's really about the only way we can address that with any substantive knowledge. All right, 4:24 here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. We will continue on this subject and work in a few more phone calls, and we'll get back to it. Danny?
Well, I've got a breaking story, actually, about Toe Nash.
Oh, yeah. I read about that
as well.
I want to touch on that next. That's pretty interesting.
Yes, we'll do that. 4:25 here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.
Hey, it's Giorgio of the Dunham and Miller Show. Big Friday program tomorrow morning. We got the emergency break of the week at 8. And we talk stick and puck with Razor at 8:15. So wake up early with us on the Dunham and Miller Show from 5:30 to 10.
Arena football is coming to Dallas, and is Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.
Now, you're not familiar with that, but you will be.
And you've got the chance to try out for the Desperados at Texas Stadium this Saturday, January 26th, starting at 7 a.m.
This is a unique experience.
Be prepared for the 40-yard dash, the 20-yard shuttle, and the vertical jump. And log on to DallasDesperados.com or theticket.com for full details.
It's family, affordable, fun.
From your home of arena football and all sports all the time. Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket. www.theticket.com.
Hello.
Zarbitron level 24 is the toughest, no doubt.
Yeah, maybe. For my grandmother. Just zap the guards on the side of the castle.
Guards in this level have nuclear diodites.
Those are blanks.
Maybe in your outdated version. In the newer versions, they're armed.
Right, they're armed with blanks.
Duh.
No matter what you want to talk about, right now, if you sign up with Singular Wireless, you get unlimited nights and weekends on plans starting at just $19.99. Just think of it. Now you can talk as long as you want on nights and weekends about really important stuff.
Look, you still have your inertia pack with at least 3 lives left.
You wouldn't know an inertia pack from a lunchbox.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sign up for Singular's unlimited nights and weekends, and right now, we'll even throw in a Nokia 5165 phone free.
Yeah, why don't you come over and play then?
I can't. I have a date.
Very funny.
Be right there.
Okay.
Better hurry, this offer ends soon. Call 1-866-SINGULAR for details. Singular Wireless. What do you have to say? Credit approval and activation required on home plans with 2-year agreement. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Attention all steak lovers. You know who you are. People who think steak is a food group or have ordered steak for dessert or whose first words were medium rare. Golden Corral has news for you. All you can eat sirloin steaks every single day on the dinner buffet. No, you're not dreaming or in heaven. It's called the Great Steak Dinner Buffet. Monday through Saturday after 4 p.m. and Sunday after 11 a.m. Help yourself to all the juicy, tender sirloin steak you want. Plus all your other buffet favorites like rotisserie chicken, tons of hot vegetables like made from scratch mashed potatoes, and fresh baked desserts. Not that you'll have any room for that because you're all about steak. And it's just $7.99 Monday through Saturday after 4 p.m. and Sunday after 11 a.m. So steak lovers, stop writing to Santa. Your wishes come true. The Great Steak Dinner Buffet. Every day, only at Golden Corral. When will it hit you? Limited time only at participating restaurants.
When will it hit you?
All right, guys, East Bend OBJ is very crowded from the tollway to Central. There was an accident on Montfort, but it's out of the way now. And northbound Central has a smash-up at Forest. It's blocking the exit there and just adding to the usual slowdowns on northbound Central. And in Fort Worth, westbound I-20 on the service road at McCart, there's a stalled car in the left lane. Brake lights are backed up onto the highway. With the tickets, stick it up your tailpipe traffic. I'm Nikki Granville.
I'm Kevin Scott. F-bomb or no F-bomb. That and all the latest sports news next on the Ticket Ticker.
Dallas Stars head coach Ken Hitchcock for Star Power.
I only expect the very best from my players. With hard work and great team play, we have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. And if there was a Stanley Cup winner in the electronics industry, that would be Star Power. Star Power has the very best at all positions: sales, service, and price. Star Power carries top-of-the-line audio, video, projectors, plasma televisions, custom leather, and custom cabinets. Like the Dallas Stars have championship banners hanging from the rafters, Star Power has theirs too.
Come see why D Magazine named Star Power Best in Installation, and CEDIA, the industry gold standard, named Star Power Installer of the Year.
I like a champion, and that's why I encourage you to visit Star Power today.
Star Power in North Dallas on the tollway between Beltline and Arapahoe, and uptown Dallas on Oak Lawn next to Park Place Mercedes.
Star Power, the ultimate home theater source.
It's time to save big at Foley's Red Apple Sale this Friday and Saturday. Find savings of 50 to 75% on winter clearance for him and her. Be sure to check your paper for your extra 15% off bonus coupons for even more incredible savings. Plus, don't miss great early bird specials, 8 a.m. till 1 p.m.
The right choices.
And skirts for her from Lee and Bill Blass on sale for only $19.99. And for him, find Levi's 505 Classic Fit, 550 Relax Fit, and 560 Loose Fit Stonewash Jeans on sale for just $29.99. Save 50 to 66% on our entire stock of outerwear for the whole family. Take advantage of deferred billing. Buy now, make no payment till June. See store for details. The Red Apple Sale at Foley's starts tomorrow.
The right choices. Call it.
Something happened after Stars practice. This ticker brought to you by Kellerman Son and Miller Lite. Just what exactly occurred is up for debate, but reports say that Ken Hitchcock and Mike Modano got into a verbal exchange. A helmet was thrown and an F-bomb dropped. Ken Hitchcock disagreed with that assessment when he spoke with the Hardline just moments ago.
I don't think that's true at all. I don't really know what they're talking about, to be honest with you.
Stars have the Mighty Ducks at home tomorrow night. Will Bruce Kozlov take over for Jack Riley? He is rumored to have an interview with the Cowboys for the offensive coordinator position. Sports Radio 1310, the Ticket business ticker. Alan Greenspan spoke and investors listened, sending stocks higher. The Dow gained 65 points at 97.96. The NASDAQ finished up 20 points at 1942. Our next ticker at 450. Breaking sports news first, guaranteed. I'm Kevin Scott, reminding you to buy a pair of Diamond Cut jeans, and when you do, you'll get a pair of prime upper-level seats to the Diamond Cut Jeans Charity Challenge on Ice 5. Log on to theticket.com for details.
The Miller Lite Ticket Time Wasters kick off ticket stock on a sour note Friday night, February 15th at the Plano Center. 3 days, man, of peace, love, and sports. From Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
It is 4:31 here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket with the hard line. Where are my glasses? Dang it.
I don't know.
Did they get knocked off here?
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Hang on, I'll get them.
Okay.
Don't do him.
Get them for me. All right, it's Guys Night Out. We're out here today at Dave and Buster's out on Walnut Hill and 35. So come on out here, hang out with us. We're going to get the round table going in about a half an hour or so. So do stand by for that. Last year, we amazed, if not amused you all, with the tale of a baseball player discovered in the sugarcane fields of Louisiana. This was blown up to almost mythic proportions, primarily by Peter Gammons, the well-known baseball commentator and columnist, seen on ESPN and on ESPN.com. He was the guy who really got the ball rolling here with the story of this guy. And the upshot of it was, this was a guy who had just slipped through the cracks. This was a guy who was playing amateur baseball on a sugarcane field in one of the most white trash areas of Louisiana. And when you consider the state of Louisiana, you're talking about a state that is made up of virtually nothing but. True or false?
True. We'll find out this weekend.
I guess we will, won't we? Supposedly, this guy had absolutely prodigious talent. Discovered by a scout, signed by and sent into their minor league system as just an unknown quantity. He was a high school dropout. He had never been out of the state of Louisiana before, on an airplane before. He did not know how to pick up the telephone and order pizza. I mean, he was just from the backwoods of Louisiana. That's all the guy ever was. That's all he'd ever been. And supposedly he was a totally unknown quantity in the world of baseball.
But a physical specimen.
Yes.
6'6", 230, and just chisel.
Could switch hit, had power from both sides of the plate, and if that wasn't enough, could throw 90 miles an hour. This guy's name was Greg Toe Nash. And as we said, he was signed by the Devil Rays, and they thought they'd found something that no one else had, when in reality, he was known. But not in baseball. He was known to law enforcement officers in Louisiana. He had been arrested a number of times on a number of different charges. Well, ever since then, ever since that story happened, and ever since we had the scout who discovered him on the air, and ever since we told you all about it, that kind of got everybody into a tizzy. And people have wondered what happened to him. Well, last year he played in the Devil Rays farm system. He was in the Appalachian League with Princeton. He hit .240 with 8 homers, 29 RBI. Looking at the stats of that team, I would say he was about the, third or fourth best player on it. But again, this is a very young player without a whole lot of professional experience, without a whole lot of social skills, without a whole lot of the things that probably a lot of his teammates did have.
Without a lot of coaching.
Yeah, without a lot of coaching.
I mean, he did that. I mean, he stepped into pro ball and put up those numbers on just absolute raw athletic ability.
Well, he's now 19 years old, and it appears as though his baseball career may come to a screeching halt, because Tuesday morning he was arrested again in Sorrento, Louisiana, and charged with aggravated rape, aggravated crime against nature, and felony theft.
Is it public urination or something?
Well, according to him, according to this reports, he's being held on $300,000 bail.
That's huge bail.
And if he gets convicted on the aggravated rape charge, he could get life in prison. Now, what happened here, it seems as though he and 2 friends stole money, a fire safe, an alarm clock, and a pistol from a house in Donaldsonville, Louisiana, Monday. Some of the stolen property has since been recovered. Detectives went to investigate, and there, in the course of that, a 15-year-old girl told them that he and 2 friends brought the stolen property to the residence, and then she told the detectives that she invited Toe Nash to come over while her mother was working. He did. He brought 2 of his little buddies with him. They were drinking in the house, and at some point during the night, she went to the bathroom. He locked the door. He came to the door of the bathroom and solicited her for sex outside the door. According to the authorities, she said no. He then broke the lock on the door and went in. One of his friends held her down while he had his way with her. Then when that act finished, presumably in the way that those acts normally do, he held her down and the friend had his way with her. That's the way it's been reported to the authorities. So he is being held, $300,000 bond. He's been arrested 5 times. And the Ascension Parish District Attorney's Office allowed him to enter a pretrial intervention program on a robbery charge. You may remember that part of the story from last February. That, so he could professional baseball and play. And all the other charges that faced him at that time were dropped.
I will never, as long as I live, understand human beings. All right, let's just go back a little bit. Now, here's a guy that grew up dirt poor. He had no shot in life. He was going nowhere. He was living probably within 5 miles of where he was born. And he had nothing. Nothing. Then
he
one
was
day,
living with a 40-year-old woman, 40-year-old white woman who let him take care of her 2 or 3 kids that she had.
Now, God, you know, committing crimes is never okay under any circumstances. Everybody knows right from wrong. But if you grew up in that environment, dirt poor, I can understand, not condone, but I can understand how someone might turn to a life of crime. Can't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand that.
It can happen.
So maybe he did that. But then one day, he had the professional baseball world knocking on his door. They wanted him. There was a bidding process to get him. He was signed. He was giving, what, a $35,000 signing bonus?
Yes.
He was giving a signing bonus. He was taken out of that environment and put in an environment that someone like me could only dream of. Someone like a lot of people that play high school baseball and college baseball, they don't ever get that shot. But he got that shot. And the only thing that he had to look forward to was success for the rest of his life. He was 18 years old, and if he was as good as they say he was, and he progressed, in 4 years, he could be in the major leagues. The major leagues, playing baseball, coming from that environment, coming from that to the top of the mountain, having everything that he ever wanted, success, getting out of that environment, being a productive citizen. And then you choose that. You know, he's only accused of it, but he's in jail. And normally they don't set a $300,000 bail if they, we don't know. He might have done it, he might not. They've got the goods on you. Don't you think? When they set a bail that high?
Well, they seem pretty positive about this.
How? I will never understand human beings as long as I live. How can he do that? How can he do that?
Well, you know, some people just they get in an environment like that. Something happens where all of a sudden they're out of it, and they just can't deal with it.
But he was out of it.
And that's what I'm saying. And then a lot of people just can't deal with being out of that environment.
Well, can you understand it?
No, I can't understand.
To me, it's the most. It's like one day. It's no different than somebody walking in and buying a lottery ticket and hitting the lottery.
No, I can't relate to it at all. But
it's